Hello and welcome everybody back to City Skylines with a league of Ungentlemanly warfare, and today it's my turn again, Kebablord. And you might be wondering, huh? Kebablord, aka Felix, you're doing it basically every day, okay, maybe not yesterday and so on, but usually you are the one who is always presenting, so why are you always announcing yourself? And then I can only say, well, because things are about to change. In the near future, Tim and Jake are going to start uploading, and probably also Alex. So we will have a bit more activity on the channel. And then it will probably be necessary to make sure that people know who is talking, since we already had some confusion in the past with me and Tom. So as we can see here, we have a small traffic issue. Now I wonder where that comes from. I have no idea. Maybe it will be gone soon. Now, the big question is, what are we going to do in this episode? I think it is actually pretty clear. We are going to build a leisure district. Yeah, definitely. A big commercial district, and probably also another office district. Yeah, I was having this the entire time in the wrong wrong direction. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So yeah, the commercial, leisure district will probably be here, right next. Right next to the last big living area. Also, now that we are looking in the right direction, we can actually see where the traffic jam comes from, because so many people want to get here into their new homes. That actually explains a lot. So, and I'm also thinking about redesigning that area here. Yeah, we will have to start building a few canals so that we have stuff for our water. We will use probably here some quays, or however that is pronounced. I mean, you guys, you English speakers, you pronounce the Q a little bit different than we Germans do. Here, we would basically Q-U, so quay. That is actually how we would pronounce it. I'm pretty sure that is wrong, so it would probably be only K here, in this case. Maybe. I have no idea, actually. I'm wondering now. I am surprised. Okay. So. But, with also building a leisure district, we will also slowly have to care about public transport. I'm actually thinking about a harbor area here, roughly here, so that we can get people there, and maybe even a train station somewhere, so... Ooh, is that a big traffic jam? Yes, it is. Why were you stopping here? There was no other traffic, and you don't even... Oh, yeah, you have these lights here. And we both know why you have them. You have them because of these. Issue solved. So that is already a huge difference that can be made with only a few traffic lights. As you can see, it's now way better flowing. Here the issue should not occur. Yep, because here everything is highway. Yeah, but we will really have to think about a concept about this train stuff. And also we have now here 6 areas we can buy, up to 9 if I'm not mistaken. We are probably going to move the energy production from down here to up there. And then we can actually work here with the canals. As we can see, the people demand more offices. Yeah, we have here high industry demand. Educate more citizens. I'm already doing a lot for the education here, so... I can't really believe that. So, and another question is again about the land value and about the leisure. Because I personally think we should probably build here a few more gardens to beautify things a little bit. And Zen gardens are always a good idea, right? Right? Of course they are. And the people shall be thankful. Because, to be fair, I'm tired of seeing these poor looking buildings. I want these rich skyscrapers, like here. I don't think education would count in for everything. Okay, so we are going to move the energy production over there. And this here clearly looks a bit weird, to say the least. I will try to build them at least a bit evenly. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then we also don't have to pollute the water so much. If we can get an extra canal for that. Now, come on. You should fit in here nicely. Otherwise I will be severely disappointed. All I want is a way better energy supply. For everybody. Green energy for everyone. Aren't those proper life goals? Yeah, and people want even more industry. You can have that soon enough. Ah, that already looks quite okay. Do we have here some changes? Only slightly, which is disappointing, to be fair. And I'm still a bit ill. Traffic is still not entirely better, but if you could connect this probably with here. Yeah, if we get here such an intersection. To move down there, that would actually take a load from the traffic. From the highway. A big one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And another one, and then we will have energy for ages. I can tell you. Energy for ages. So now we need to be a bit careful. Oh, confirm deletion. Okay, let's see if there's actually an option in the game menu, because that is something that that should not happen. Because if we now delete so many different buildings, then, well, that will be hyper annoying. And apparently there's no option to change that, so for every time we delete a building, we actually have to click on a confirmation field. That is just plain stupid! Paradox and Godot UI. Those two things will never be good friends. I can tell you. I mean, in Stellaris with one update, they actually also made the UI worse. Though, to be fair, we are talking here about mostly hardcore strategy games and so on, and usually that community of gaming is way more forgiving than, for example, a Call of Duty player. We should never forget that. So, go away, click, 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 click. I am annoyed that I'm showing you the real game experience, the inability to change that. I now need roughly 100 clicks more than I should. Because someone never estimated that a user might want to delete so many different buildings. I mean, I would say nobody's perfect, but that is something that you could have estimated beforehand. So, we won't need that key wall, or K wall, or whatever. You will get here a basic connection. Okay, it still stays connected. That works. Now we have to think about the basic kernel stuff. And that actually means where are we going to put the industry? I believe, personally, we should maybe make the leisure part here. Or will we? No, I actually think this here would serve better as an office park. And here we have another industry part. And that would actually allow us to get here our water pumps with canals. Yeah, only after we have laid some road work, of course. And we will build these huge treatment plants over there. Okay, that will require us to pause the game a little bit. And you can see more high rises. We are making progress. More clean and white buildings. White buildings, they are pure. Haha. Okay, that joke was again super bad. So we will have to get rid of a lot. Actually, on the other hand, would ground pollution affect the water? Oh, where do we have that? Here's garbage. Levels. Oh, that is nice. Here's pollution. No, ground pollution and drinking water pollution are completely separated. If I'm not mistaken. So the ground pollution here does not take over to the sea. That means we can easily build the pumps in an industry area. Because I don't want to have such a big office area right next to the small urban area here. So we can have here some industry. And here some office area. And then we can build here leisure. Yep, that should work. That should work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. And I will hate myself for the terraforming process that is now going to happen. But sometimes stuff like that is necessary. So, let's just do it. Look, we are softening the area. So much so, you gotta be shitting me. So, and how much is the terrain here? Moving. Quite a lot, actually. So that already looks way better as a terrain that we can use. And here we can also build our K-wards, right? You gotta be shitting me, you count that, you don't count that as a shoreline? I just created that shoreline. What's wrong with your game? Oh well. Seems like we can't have everything. At least not the way we want it. But that is okay. So space already occupied by what? Ah. I see. Terrain to it. Okay, there's that. Slope too steep. That is once more a message that I hate. For example, with the slope here is okay, especially when the slope here is okay, but oh yeah, it's a difficult topic, right? So... here we go with that. Now we need to go here in with some smaller roads. Yep, that will work perfectly fine. Here we also get a bridge. One here and that. Kaboom! Here, game. That is how shit is supposed to work. Business is now an area that we can use for an industry. And here the slope, of course, is not too steep. Sometimes the road tour just wants to make me aggressive. And here we have to deal with height issues again. Which totally leads to everything being uneven. Yeah, I know it's not beautiful, but hey, at least it is working, right? So you go over there, you go there. Space already occupied. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, I will simply do it via these here because they seem to work. Geez, you really need more workarounds than in the Microsoft Office suite. And I don't mean that in a positive way. You can trust me on that. So, and you here can now have here another 20 units or 12 units or whatsoever. As of course the design screwed me totally over again. So, this should now do the trick. So, and I wanted to use canals, actually. So the thing is, canals are also completely tile based. So if I build them that way, could only fit other stuff here. For example, I wouldn't have enough space there for pumps. But good thing we could still refund here everything. I now have to actually think about where exactly to build these, so... Unfortunately, I cannot place these things beforehand. I wanted them to look at least a bit like we have a... you know, proper road connection. Space is already occupied. Let me guess, that way they don't get thinner. Nope, not really. I cannot build them one time more up close to there. That means I totally have to screw this street layout here. It could fit so perfectly fine. And here, just building a bridge over it. But apparently the game says no. So we place here the fifth one a bit more central. Now all I can do is hope that we also have left here enough space on this side. Yep, we did. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here, for example, we can go for fishing piers and so on. But first, you guys need access to water pipelines, right? Yeah, have that. And the next big question that comes to mind is, of course, energy. This should actually not even be necessary in that amount, but... So, now they have energy. And we have a small sewage issue, but that won't be for too long. I actually like this construction here. We are now going to do the same on the other side. Just with a bit more space. So, we go here again. Let's do the terraforming first. Yeah, you guys are discontent because you don't have water and sewage working for one day. So, just stop being so picky. If you're being honest, you don't need water. Slope too steep. Ah, that now works. Okay, game, sometimes you are really weird. And if the entire game now were tire-based, I could actually fit in all 4 of these. Here it was a terraforming. Slope too steep. And let me guess, we see now wood suffice? Of course it doesn't. Okay, so time to do some terraforming again. And let's hope that we won't run out of soil again. That was actually not what I wanted. So, this here now works. As well as that. So now we have issue with the energy supply again. But I can't let that slide. So, and you... will also get access. Slope too steep for a subterranean structure, okay. But that way it works. Better to not ask questions. So now here comes a wave, throw it in. Yay, it's a bit flooded. Maybe I should have foreseen that. I can only hope that the water will retreat somehow. That is actually not what I had in mind. Cannot build on water. So only for as long as it's not too late. Well, I decreased the shoreline, but for not too much. How could that actually happen? I mean, the shoreline here is not lower, but the water level. You can see water level is way higher than in other areas. So I can only hope that water will retreat with the pumps doing their service. Well, otherwise we will simply have lost an entire territory. But I don't think so. I mean, we have so many pumps here in these channels. Yeah, as you can see, the water is now decreasing, so it was just one initial wave. I don't know how exactly the game is managing water, but I can only hope that this big wave will simply blow through and then vanish forever. Because here now everything is definitely okay, and it would be a shame if this here is now causing trouble forever. Which it is doing by flooding this one lake. Just wow. So I definitely got screwed over by the game, because I had one initial flood wave. Okay, we are going to solve this issue. It will be, actually, a pretty simple solution. But for that we will have to cut off a highway here. At least for a second. We will actually have to create a ramp here. Or at least a channel. Let's see how well the processing of water works in this game. So I just made a screenshot, just in case we are going to use that as a thumbnail. The big flood. Oh my god, is there still water going back? The water removes from going down there. Okay, I see. I will have to move it somewhere. You know, for that in real life you have pumps. You can simply pump stuff dry. Well, hey, at least we have here now our nice water territory. The pumps are doing their job. As well as the sewage plants. I only need to be a bit careful that stuff is not going in there. For that I need to add some territory again. So, and here we get some soil back. You cannot build energy lanes on water. Since when is that a thing? What am I doing here, please? Oh, look, I build on water. This game really doesn't know how to game sometimes. Distance too short. Please don't ask me why this construction here now works. So I had to move here water a little bit. Ah, and here you simply destroyed what I built. Can you imagine that there was a reason that I built here a shoreline? Sometimes I feel a bit like I'm surrounded with idiots. Okay, so we can now upgrade that. That way we are actually making room for some industry. Because if we are able to connect that industry with energy, then we also supply this territory. Yeah, let's not question how this works. Oh, that was only lightning. I already thought something exploded. So for me it was simply important to separate these two streams. Because I don't want to have the dirty water being sucked into the pump station here. Because that clearly would be shitty. I never built something like that before. Usually I don't build with canals or terraforming. I guess now you can see why. I know there are people who are actually master in using these tools. I definitely do not count among these. So now we have to think of a solution of our small problem here. At least we were already able to get rid a bit of this. So, if we now upgrade this to the smaller canal. Where's now water? Oh, there it is now. I already thought it vanished. So it just needs to somehow go deeper than the area behind. So now we have here water inflowing. And we can now simply close the rift that we have created here. So, I wish this tool would be a bit harder. This now looks of course very ugly, but it's only a temporary solution until we are able to drive the water out of the area. So, that territory works. We can now connect this here normally again. Build here a bit of commerce area. Geesh, I definitely did not want to lose that much time on terraforming and stuff. All because of that teeny tiny little bit of water that went rogue. Oh look, we have a connection. I hope the sewage plant are not flooding this area indefinitely so that it takes over. Memo to myself. Never use candles for terraforming again. It's bad. At least here for the pumping area everything seems to be working. And since we spent so much time on that, I was not able to build the leisure area that I wanted. Because the episode is now over. Hey. At least here we have that. It now looks a bit better as a nice industry area. Our money is slowly recovering. People are not demanding jobs anymore. That means we probably have reached so many seniors again that they start dying. Once more. Oh yay, now we have daylight. Yeah, I think this picture sums it up. You can already see here in these areas where I failed in terraforming. I think it will be a good thumbnail. So, at the next episode we will really build the leisure district. I finally want to have that. Well, at least we had some structural stuff done. And our nice wind park here. Oh yeah, you know the drill. I hope you liked this episode and yeah, you definitely know what to do. With that, I say goodbye and see you next time at City Skylines, and maybe I will even upload some Anno 2070 soon. We will see. So, yeah, until then, bye bye!